How does boat trim affect shallow water operation? Have you ever wondered how boat trim impacts your experience when navigating in shallow water? Understanding this can make a big difference in your boating adventures. Boat trim refers to the angle of the boat's engine or outboard motor compared to the transom and the water surface. This angle affects how the hull interacts with the water, which is especially important in shallow water conditions. When you trim the engine up, you tilt the outboard motor so that the propeller and lower unit are raised closer to the hull. This adjustment reduces the draft of the boat, allowing it to float in shallower water. This is crucial for avoiding grounding on the bottom. On the other hand, trimming the engine down lowers the propeller deeper into the water. While this is beneficial for speed and handling in deeper water, it increases the draft, which can be problematic in shallow areas. In shallow water, it is best to trim the engine up as much as possible. This minimizes the boat's draft, allowing it to float in less water. However, you must ensure that the propeller remains submerged enough to draw water for cooling the engine. If the propeller is too high and starts sucking air, the cooling water flow can decrease or stop altogether, which may lead to engine overheating. It is also important to avoid excessive tilting up of the motor while underway. This can put unnecessary strain on mechanical parts, like the gimbal bearing, and may cause damage over time. Proper trim adjustments can help prevent the propeller from hitting the bottom or underwater obstacles, reducing the risk of damage and grounding. When operating in shallow water, the flow of water beneath the hull is restricted. This can increase water velocity and decrease pressure under the hull. According to Bernoulli's principle, this pressure drop can lead to reduced buoyancy, causing the boat's bow to sink lower and create a forward trim. This forward trim can affect stability and maneuverability, making steering more challenging. To counteract this forward sinkage, you can adjust the engine trim to raise the bow slightly. This adjustment improves handling and reduces drag, making your navigation smoother. As you enter or operate in shallow water, gradually trim the engine up while keeping an eye on the water flow through the cooling system's indicator hole. This ensures that your engine remains adequately cooled. It is wise to avoid high speeds with the engine trimmed up too far. Instead, slow speeds and careful trim adjustments provide safer navigation in shallow waters. Using trim adjustments can also improve turning and planing. For example, trimming down during turns can enhance handling, but in shallow water, keeping the trim higher is usually safer. Additionally, consider using equipment like jack plates, which allow you to raise the motor higher while maintaining performance in shallow water. In summary, boat trim plays a key role in shallow water operation by controlling draft, protecting the engine, and influencing handling. Properly trimming the engine up allows the boat to float in less water, reduces grounding risks, and helps manage the natural forward sinkage caused by shallow water dynamics. However, it is essential to maintain sufficient cooling water flow and avoid mechanical strain from excessive tilt. Thoughtful trim adjustments can enhance safety and performance when navigating shallow waters.